E o caso da FTX continua. Barbara Fried e Joseph Bankman, pais de SBF, podem estar envolvidos no caso da FTX.
Prosecutors involved in the investigation of bankrupt cryptocurrency firm FTX are now looking into the parents of former CEO Sam Bankman-Fried. It's over their alleged involvement in the disappearance of the equivalent to $12 billion in customer funds.
Mas quem são os pais dele? Vamos aqui ver um pouco sobre eles.
Fried's father, Joseph Bankman, works as a tax law professor at Stanford, though he's announced he won't be teaching at the university next year. The father, Bankman, worked for FTX for almost a year. Deeply involved in the business in its early days, he helped the company recruit its first lawyers. Last year, he joined the FTX staff in meetings on Capitol Hill. He consulted FTX employees on tax matters and also had a large focus on FTX's charitable operations. His mom, Barbara Fried, retired from teaching at Stanford, was the head of a political advocacy network called Mind the Gap, which she helped start to support Democratic campaigns and causes. Her son was among the donors for the network. Meanwhile, Bankman-Fried and his parents together bought real estate in the Bahamas worth $121 million. Now, Bankman-Fried has maintained in an interview with the New York Times that his parents, quote, weren't involved in any of the relevant parts of the business, such as the balances or risk management. Both parents have remained in the Bahamas, and it has been reported they have told their friends their son's legal bills will likely wipe them out. But putting aside their son's legal bills, what about them, particularly the dad? Could he be charged with any crimes?
O próprio Kevin O Leary cita que investiu na FTX por ter confiança nos pais de Sam.
And I have to disclose, I'm a paid spokesperson to FTX and a shareholder there too, because we mentioned them, and big advocate for Sam because he has two parents that are compliance lawyers. If there's ever a place I could be that I'm not going to get in trouble, it's going to be at FTX.
E o atual CEO da FTX, John J. Ray, também falou um pouco dessa relação dos pais de Sam com a FTX.
Is there any evidence of his parents' involvement in the operations?
We're investigating that, as well as any other, players in the
Email, Slack, Signal.
It's billions of records. It's a very vibrant environment.
So I hear that you haven't discovered that. I mean, it would seem interesting that that they didn't either give legal advice or business advice or parental advice, maybe.
Well, certainly, clearly, I think in our first day papers we indicated that that Mr. Bankman had given legal advice.
Okay, had he been an employee of FTX, has it been reported?
I don't know if he actually had an employee status, but he certainly received payments from. The family did receive payments.
Okay, that sounds like employment to me. You got a payment for, okay. Well, I raise that because on December 8 of 2021, I met with Sam Bankman-Fried in my office, which I will note was just immediately before he came down to the hearing. He was at least 15 minutes late, and his father accompanied him in that meeting. I asked and focused on what types of regulation he was under, his engagement with regulators, and how that affected FTX.
Tá parecendo que essa família aí tem alguma coisa errada. CoinGecko. O preço do NFT de Trump aumentou 700% em apenas 48 horas. Um NFT igual a $711. Bitcoin Magazine. Em tempo, Nigéria aprovará projeto de lei que legaliza Bitcoin e cripto. Jornal local. Conor. OKX esteve inativa por mais de 16 horas. No entanto, seus volumes de câmbio relatados em 24 horas se mantiveram admiravelmente em apenas 8% abaixo de ontem, em 200 milhões em volume. Eva Vlardin, alguma coisa. Última hora, a União Européia acaba de introduzir a primeira etapa de um sistema pessoal de crédito de carbono. Todo cidadão terá que começar a pagar por suas emissões de carbono em um esforço para reduzir as emissões em 55% até 2030. Você vê agora porque os bancos e companhias aéreas já estavam rastreando isso. E por hoje é isso, pessoal. Deixa o like, se inscreve, comenta, compartilha e a gente se vê no próximo. Valeu!
だがなおとはたとえどんなことがあっても自分が軌道経費基盤であると名乗ることはできないのだ。